Hey everybody, it's Max Sleepy here, and welcome back to our Road to Legend series, following the adventures of Max Sleepy. Forgot my own name. Also along for the ride, we've got our friends Gina Necro and Artyom Loser, who isn't a loser. I quite like the chap. They're good boys. They're both rookies, and I'm only barely a trainee, but I imagine it feels like a world between us. In the last episode, we were here in Dark Valley, completing a little mission in the industrial complex. That all went really, really well, and we got some phenomenal gear out of it. We've found a military stalker exosuit and an AS Val, and we really want to keep that gear. And see if we could do it up. The AS Val we won't be using for a long time because the ammo is just inordinately pricey. But the exoskeleton we can use. But that's a bit of a way off. So in this episode we are going to be heading to the Meadow because we've got a little mission down there. So we need to head kind of west direction. We're going to head down to the Meadow and see just what we can do. Oh, I could have sworn. I never got it back. In the last episode we got attacked by some boars and dropped our gun, but Artyom, being the absolute legend that he is, picked it up for us. So yeah, today we're going to head over to the Meadow, another new location, and we're going to go and check that out. And oh Christ, jump. Whoa, didn't see that bad boy. Yeah, we're going to head over to the Meadow, which is another new location. It's a pretty small, compact location. There's not a great deal to do over there, but it's quite cool. There's a couple of anomalies over there that we might be able to have a look in. And then we're going to head on to the Cordon, because we need to go and hand in a task to Sid, and also just see what he's selling at the moment. So we're just going to, I'm assuming, climb through this small part of the fence. I have some amazing news from a sort of channel perspective, guys, though. We gained our first subscriber to the channel today, so people are starting to watch. So hopefully at some point that guy might actually stumble upon this video if they keep watching. But a massive welcome, thanks very much. Hopefully we'll keep gaining subs. But as I've always said, I've said it from the start, I'm making these videos because I love playing games, and I figured why not. It's a way to challenge myself, it's a way to get better, and see what kind of things I can do. So every episode hopefully will improve. At some point I'll try and get myself a mic that isn't just my gaming headset. I'll keep learning editing software, and fingers crossed at some point the content will be really good. But hopefully it's good enough now. Here we go. So here's the poor wretch that Sid sent up here under the pile of corpses, and we'll take his ammo because he doesn't need it anymore. What was this chap's name? Yurka Biscuit. I love the names of these guys, it's absolutely phenomenal. But poor old Yurka Biscuit, he didn't make it. But I think, is it here there's an anomaly? There's an anomaly over the other side, so normally some mutants. Potentially there could be some enemies. Human enemies, you know, other stalkers. But we're going to head over there and just see if potentially we can get hold of another artifact. This building gives off like psi damage if you go into it, if I remember correctly. Oh. Right, okay. He only whiffed us, but he has now definitely got the upper hand. Luckily, he decided to pick a fight with a cardboard box. Oh, son of a bitch, look, he's jammed in there. Yeah, it's not psi damage. This building's just full of anomalies. perhaps worse. I could have sworn I saw over here some legs. I did. They are human. These guys ignoring combat. Why didn't they? Didn't help me out. Utter arseholes. Maybe they aren't the they aren't as good companions as I thought they were. Doesn't matter. They're along for the ride. And they can bullet sponge at a push. Let's ditch that. Yeah, I'm fairly sure this is an anomaly here. However, I would suggest, and I think I'm right in saying, the bandits would have scooped it up if there was actually an artifact there. So we are getting a bit off the rest of the dogscape, I think. So dogscape, meadow. Here we go. I knew there was something around here. Not a huge fan of the electric ones, and to be fair, it's not picking anything up. So we're just going to head down to Gordon and get out of here. From what I remember, there's just a small village down here. Although, that being said, this is a new area. Let's look at it. Let's show it off. I was thinking about maybe we should cut it, but I'm not going to. You know, this is a new area for us. We're going to explore it. And it is also a cool area. Yeah, there's another loner. Do you think he'd want to join us as well? Privyet. No. He don't want to come with. He's got kind of some good gear. He's probably a higher rank. Oh. What are these? Freedom? That's strange. So he's a free stalker and is green, but these guys are only yellow. That's interesting. Well, not sure why those guys don't think as highly of us as some other guys, but doesn't really matter, does it? And yeah, so this is the meadow, just a small little village. Right, let's move on to the Gordon. Go and speak to Sid, drop off his package, go and sort our lives out. And then at some point, yeah, unfortunately we're going to have to go back to Rostock. Rostock is going to be our base, really. At least until we sort of get a lot further north. It's very central. We want to do a lot of stuff for duty. The army warehouses is a good place to go in, get into exciting fights. And once we've leveled up our relationship with duty, Petrenko will sell us some really nice gubbins. So we will at some point just have to head back to Rostock to go and drop off our gear, you know, our exosuit, our ASVAL, because we are 100% keeping those. Initially we were looking at coming down here to Sid to buy some new armour, because our merc suit's getting a bit battered now, but actually I'm thinking we should just save our roubles and what have these idiots found? Oh god. It's gotta be a mutant, I'm 100% sure of it. Oh, it's dogs, man. Come on, you morons. Just chill. You good? You cool? Right. Let's head over to the farm. Wasting bullets on dogs. What was I saying? Yeah, instead of getting a big sexy stalker suit, I'm thinking we just... Oh man, bandits in the farm. That's no bueno. Just the one? Looks like just the one. Yeah, just the one. Oh, okay. Right, let's have a chat with our good friend Loris and sell him piles of crap. Sell him that. I want to keep hold of these. System. No, I'm not interested in that yet. I want to keep some of these weapon mods because I'm thinking we could actually, maybe use them instead of wasting them like we keep doing. We don't want to sell our plus P rounds, obviously. Drug recipe 1 we've already read. I don't think we've read the survival guide yet, so we'll read that shortly. So that's some Russian chocolate. We don't care about that though. And let's see if he's not going to have anything better. This is the gun we've got already, the AK-971. Really the only thing, well, we can't really get much better than that unless we start turning to like Western weapons or something like an AS Val. But I'm very happy with the AK. So yeah, we could just keep saving for one of these kind of like higher tier stalker suits, but I'm very tempted to just, pardon me, he's not going to want to buy any of those. How much, out of interest? How much would you charge? 78 grand to fully fix the exosuit is not bad. That is not bad at all. So it's not the full exoskeleton, it's just the suit from underneath, but it's still one hell of a bit of gear. Yeah, I mean it's absolutely battered, and it's still well above what we're wearing at the moment. We are 100% going to keep hold of that. I think we are. Yeah, I think I'm going to lock in, and we are going to fix up that exosuit. But let's keep heading south. We can see there is a time is up. Oh, interesting. Let's avoid the military checkpoints. Yeah, I don't be in agreement, my friend. Unfortunately, we do need to get through here. We are going to need to just fight these monkey boys. You hit our boy. Yeah. Oh, just a private. No wonder he had rubbish gear. Don't even want your pistol, my friend. Feel a bit bad for him, really. Some poor rookie. Brand new. Just showing the military. Been sent out to Cordon. Yeah, you get trained up there. It's all safe. Nothing bad ever happens to the military there. You'll fight some easy bandits, some easy loners. They won't cause you any problems. Son of a bitch, these boars. My pistol's jamming every other round now. Let's see when the last save was. Of course it was. Of course it was. The autosave is just never frequent enough, is it? Well, I'll cut here and we'll meet back at Cordon, I think. Or we'll meet back at the rookie village, I think. I ain't gonna make you sit through this all again. See you in a minute, guys. And here we are, guys. Back at the rookie village. Just in time to see something is kicking off. Everybody's upset about something. I'm gonna guess there's a Toscano around somewhere, because as I came into the village, one did just detonate itself. You guys want to be really careful, because the military is just down there. So everybody's shooting at something. There's got to be some Toscano around somewhere that everybody's just getting unhappy about. We'll leave them to it. I'm not going to get involved in all of that. So here we are, back at our wonderful little stash, which is just a load of rubbish, really. When Artyom finishes shooting at rats, we'll unload him, get rid of all of his gear. We'll just chuck that in a stash, I think. But let's go and hand in this quest to Sid. Yeah, the job is done. Happy days. We did get a couple of interesting PDAs as well. One of them actually can get into. Yeah, nice. Okay. Well, we'll sell the PDAs. And let's see what he's selling. Interesting. I managed to pick that up from one of the military stalkers at the... right, okay. So we have now got a high enough rank that we can buy exosuits from Sidorovich. 102 grand. Also the best backpacks as well. I think there's one level after that. There's like the tourist backpack or something. But we can now get better headgear as well. So we're almost at the point where we can buy the best gear from Sid now, which is nice. So he's now selling, you know, the best headlamps, and he's buying all kinds of things. Not selling all kinds of things, rather. He's now even managed to get himself some scientific medkits. Still ripping people off for first aid though. So let's sell him some of our crap. Because Sid does actually buy junk. We've got plenty of ammo. This drug making kit I kind of want to keep and put in my stash. So it's a question of, do we continue to line this old bastard's pockets? Or no, I think right, let's unload these boys and we can just stash those guns. The guns we don't really care about. Let's have a read this note. I think that probably just gave us the location of a stash somewhere. We have got a lot of stashes that are now showing up in the Great Swamp. Oh, this is a strange mission, look. So, no, those are the military, that's to hand in. Ignore me. So we need to go back to the army warehouses at some point. Yeah, okay. Work haven't done. It's just I don't really want to be picking up any more work from Rookie Village, really. For the simple reason we'll have to keep coming back here, and we've kind of outgrown the place a little bit, if that makes sense. You know, we've outgrown the Rookie Village, I think. You know, we should be focusing our endeavours on other places, really, I think. You know, Max Sleepy is a rookie no longer. He's now rubbing shoulders with duty, and he's, you know, having big old gunfights with the military. He's being assigned some quite high profile missions to fight freedom, to fight duty. Yeah, I think it's getting to that point where I think we're going to have to leave Rookie Village behind, sadly. So before we do that, we will just pop our heads down here and see if there's any artifacts, which there are not. And then we will we'll get ourselves out of here, I think. But yeah, the day did feel short, actually. And we are back. We are just at the Cordons North military checkpoint. Just did a bit of a time skip there. Just to save. All the bullshit, really. Where the hell did he come from? Yeah, just to cut down on the amount of travel time, really, guys. Some people might like it. Some people won't. Don't think anyone's really made it this far in the series yet to make a decision and let me know whether they enjoy it. If you do, please do let me know. Do you wanna see the full uncut, you know, travel time included, or would you rather we just only focused on the action and the exploration? Because, you know, a lot of this travelling is just that, travelling. It's the same places, it's the same enemies. So do let me know what you guys think, if you want to see the uncut versions, if you just want to watch me travel, where some stuff happens, or do you guys just prefer focusing on the action? Do let me know if you get this far. But anyway, we are back in the garbage, and we're just heading up north towards Rostock. As always, we're going to do a quick artifact hunt and just see if we can find anything of value. Doesn't look like there's any stalkers here at the moment, which is always nice. But at the same time, does mean no gunfights, no scrapping. But that's alright, there's going to be plenty of that, no matter where Max goes. We need to just drop that AK. Now, this SV98 is tempting. Let's give that to Artyom. I'll switch over to that, just while it's got some bullets in it. And you never know, he might end up being a crack shot. You just never know until you see it. But I think we're probably at the point where we're going to be looking to end this episode now. So we'll just get ourselves to the train hangars, or to the train hangar. And we'll end the episode in the relative safety and comfort of Butcher's warm embrace. Because it's a nice place to just end an episode, I think. Especially as nothing's going on here at the moment. The garbage has evened itself out by the looks of it. Which is always good. That's what we hope for, isn't it? Mr. Necro and Mr. Loser. Artyom, the Metro Man himself. And no, he's got no more mission. We still have a job to actually do for Butcher, so that's probably why he's not particularly happy. But anyway, yeah, I think that's going to be enough for today's episode, or this episode at the very least. There'll probably be another episode later on. I'm trying to keep up with a pretty good schedule at the moment. So, from Gina, Artyom and myself, thanks very much for watching, guys. As always, do pop your thoughts and feelings down in the comments, give me feedback. That's what I want. I want to keep learning. I want to make a series that's enjoyable to watch as much as it is to play. Anyway, that's it for me. Max Sleepy, signing off.